Look at you. Stop for a second. Breathe. And really, look at you. Not at who you wish you were, not at who people expected you to be, but at who you are right now. You're still standing. And that alone tells a story most people will never understand. Look at you. After all the nights you cried silently, after all the mornings you woke up tired but still showed up, after all the times life said not yet when you were ready, you didn't quit. You adapted. You endured. You survived. People see the surface. They see a normal face, a normal life. They don't see the battles you fought in your mind. They don't see the pressure you carried alone. They don't see how many times you almost gave up, but didn't. Look at you. You've been broken and still chose to believe. You've been doubted and still chose to try. You've been tired, exhausted, yet you kept moving. That's not weakness. That's strength in its rawest form. There were moments when you felt behind in life, moments when everyone else seemed ahead, moments when you questioned your worth, your speed, your direction. But hear this clearly. Life is not a race. It's a journey of becoming. And you are becoming. Look at you, still learning, still growing, still dreaming, even when the dream felt far away, even when motivation disappeared, even when nobody clapped for you. You kept going. That means something. Remember the version of you who started, the one who had nothing but hope, the one who didn't know how it would work out, but tried anyway. That version of you would be proud of who you are today. Because today you're stronger, smarter, more aware, more resilient. Look at you, still here. You didn't let pain turn you bitter. You didn't let failure define you. You didn't let fear stop you forever. Yes, you slowed down sometimes. Yes, you doubted yourself. Yes, you fell. But every time you fell, you learned something. Every time you failed, you gained experience. Every setback shaped you. Fire didn't destroy you. It forged you. Look at you. You are proof that pressure creates diamonds. You are proof that survival builds character. You are proof that silent warriors exist. You don't need validation from the world. You don't need approval to be proud. You don't need applause to know your worth. Your journey is real, even if it's invisible to others. And here's the truth most people won't tell you. You don't need to have everything figured out. You just need to keep moving forward. One step, one decision, one day at a time. Look at you, choosing growth over comfort, choosing discipline over excuses, choosing progress over perfection. That choice is changing your future, even if you can't see it yet. There will be days when you feel not enough, when the voice in your head tells you you're late, slow, or failing. When that happens, look at you again. Look at how far you've come. Look at what you survived. Look at what you're still willing to fight for. You are not behind. You are on your path. And your path doesn't need to look like anyone else's. Look at you, becoming someone your past self needed. Becoming someone stronger than your excuses. Becoming someone who doesn't give up easily. That's power. You may not be where you want to be yet, but you are closer than you were yesterday. And that is progress. So stand tall, even if you're tired, even if you're scared, even if the road is unclear, because you've already proven one thing beyond doubt. You are capable of more than you think. Look at you, still trying, still hoping, still moving, and as long as you don't stop, as long as you keep choosing yourself, as long as you keep going, your story will change. Your life will change. And one day you'll look back at this version of you and say, I'm proud of you. Look at you, still here, still breathing, still fighting battles no one claps for. There were days when quitting felt easier than continuing. Days when the weight on your chest was heavier than your dreams. Days when you smiled outside but were breaking inside. Yet you stayed. That decision, to stay, to try, to wake up one more day, that decision saved your future. Look at you. You learned to stand alone when no one stood with you. You learned to motivate yourself when encouragement disappeared. You learned to keep promises to yourself when others broke theirs. That is not ordinary. That is rare strength. You weren't given shortcuts. You weren't handed opportunities on a plate. You had to earn everything through patience, pain, and persistence. And even when progress was slow, even when results were invisible, you kept going. That's discipline. Look at you, choosing growth over comfort, choosing silence over noise, choosing purpose over pleasure. Most people quit when things get uncomfortable. You stayed when things got hard. That alone separates you. There were moments you questioned your value. Moments you felt invisible. Moments when your efforts went unnoticed. But listen carefully. Being unnoticed does not mean being unimportant. Being quiet does not mean being weak. Being alone does not mean being lost. Sometimes the strongest transformations happen in silence. Look at you, becoming mentally tougher, emotionally wiser, spiritually stronger. Life tested you again and again, and every test asked the same question: will you give up or will you grow? And every time, even when you didn't feel ready, you chose growth. That choice is shaping a version of you the world hasn't met yet. Look at you. You stopped waiting for perfect conditions. You started working with what you had. You stopped asking for permission. You started believing in yourself, quietly, steadily. That's how real change begins. You don't need motivation every day. You need commitment. And commitment is what brought you this far. Look at you, still chasing a vision only you can see. Still believing in a future you haven't touched yet. Still planting seeds even when you don't know when they'll grow. That takes faith. And faith is powerful. There were nights you replayed your mistakes, times you blamed yourself for not knowing better, moments you wished you could go back and change things. But hear this truth: you did the best you could with what you knew then. Now you know more. Now you're stronger. Now you're ready. Look at you, learning from pain instead of living in it, learning from failure instead of fearing it, learning to move forward without needing closure. That is maturity. The world will try to rush you. Social media will compare you. People will question your timing. Ignore the noise. Your journey doesn't need approval. Your growth doesn't need an audience. Look at you, building a foundation, not a highlight reel. Building habits, not excuses. Building character, not just success. That kind of success lasts. There will be days when motivation disappears again, when doubt knocks loudly, when fear whispers that you're not enough. When that happens, don't look at the finish line. Look at how far you've already walked. Look at you, the one who didn't quit, the one who kept showing up, the one who refused to stay the same. You are becoming dangerous in the best way. Not loud, not arrogant, but focused. And focus changes lives. Look at you. You are no longer who you used to be, and you are not yet who you will become. You are in the middle, and the middle is where strength is built. So keep going. Even if progress feels slow, even if no one understands your vision, even if fear tries to stop you. Because one day, sooner than you think, everything you're doing now will make sense. And when that day comes, you won't need to prove anything to anyone. You'll just look back at this moment, at this version of you, and you'll smile because you didn't give up. Look at you, still waking up even when your heart feels heavy, still moving forward even when motivation is gone, still choosing effort when excuses would be easier. Most people only show up when they feel good. You show up even when you don't. That's the difference. Look at you, fighting a war inside your mind that no one can see, carrying responsibilities you never asked for, learning lessons you never wanted to learn. And yet, you didn't let life harden you. You didn't let pain steal your humanity. You became stronger and kinder. That takes courage. There were moments you felt like you were falling behind, moments when time felt like it was slipping away, moments when you wondered if your efforts even mattered. Let me tell you something real. Progress is not always loud. Growth is not always visible. Sometimes winning looks like simply not giving up. And you didn't. Look at you. You learned to sit with discomfort instead of running from it. You learned to face fear instead of avoiding it. You learned to be alone without feeling empty. That's power most people never develop. You stopped explaining yourself to people who never listened. You stopped chasing validation from people who never valued you. You started protecting your energy. That's self-respect. Look at you, choosing peace over chaos, choosing discipline over distraction, choosing your future over temporary comfort. That choice is rewriting your story. There were days you wanted someone to save you, someone to understand you without words, someone to tell you everything would be okay, but no one came. So you became your own support, your own motivation, your own reason to keep going. And that's when everything changed. Look at you, becoming self-made on the inside before becoming successful on the outside. The world sees results, but they don't see the sacrifices, the early mornings, the lonely nights, the mental battles. But you remember. And one day when the results show up, they'll call it luck. Let them. You'll know the truth. Look at you. You've learned that rest is not quitting. Slowing down is not failing. Taking a break does not erase progress. You learn to be patient with yourself. That's wisdom. There will be another hard season, another test, another moment where life asks you, are you done? And because of everything you've already survived, you'll answer, not yet. Because you know who you are now. You are no longer afraid of starting over, no longer scared of being uncomfortable, no longer dependent on approval. You've tasted growth, and you want more. Look at you, quietly becoming unstoppable. Not because you never feel fear, but because fear no longer controls you. Not because you never fail, but because failure no longer defines you. You are building something deeper than success. You are building character, and character lasts. So when the road feels long again, when the nights feel heavy again, when doubt shows up again, pause, take a breath, and look at you. Look at how far you've already come. Look at what you've survived. Look at who you're becoming. This is not the end. This is the foundation, and foundations are built in silence. So keep going, keep choosing discipline, keep choosing growth, keep choosing yourself, because one day, sooner than you think, you'll stand in a life that once felt impossible. And you'll remember this moment, and you'll say, look at me now. If you liked our motivational video, make sure to subscribe to this channel to watch more motivational videos like this. We'll see you in the next video. Thank you.